Well, y'all, this ain't no holiday video, but I had to make these little prayer books for our ladies' meeting, and I wanted to show you how I done it. Now, don't pay attention to the one that I'm going to show you, but I've got these stickers and most of this stuff, that's glue. Just stick glue is what I'm going to use. I prefer the Elmer's purple, but you could do whatever. There's lace scraps, there's papers printed, but I printed these from paper. But look at this. My handwriting is shabby, but I didn't do another one like that. I printed. So you take these little notebooks from Walmart, and this is a printable that I made just from stuff on online, pictures I found and put together in my silhouette. Now I'm going to take my pliers, and I'm going to pry this little piece that goes in the middle. I'm just going to pry it out, okay? And that one I'm just going to pull out. I don't want to mess with it. I just want to pull it so I can get it loose from the side there. And then I'm going to maneuver that little doodad until I can get it where it'll come out, really, really good. And then you just unscrew the thing. Easy peasy once you get that little piece over. And set the springs aside. And then this is the piece we're going to be working on. Y'all, I made these. I don't know, probably 14, 15 of them. I had these things everywhere. I did it all in one day, but it was, yeah. So anyways, you can use scrapbook paper. That's what I was going to show you. You can use any kind of scrapbook paper, but I have this printable, and I'm going to put this on here. But it's not going to be white, okay? So I didn't know if my paper would show through. So I'm going to take white acrylic matte paint, and I'm just going to give this a coat of paint, okay? Nothing special, just going to give it a coat of paint because, like I said, I didn't know if the blue would show through once I put this on here, and there are several ways to do this. I Mod Podged this one, and I don't know why I did. I think because of the paint, I didn't want to scrape the paint off, but the rest of them, I did just use a glue stick, and it worked absolutely perfect, okay? So I put my paint on, and then I dried it, and then I'm going to put my Mod Podge on. Okay, so I'm going to set that to the side, and I put lines around these because I didn't know how big I needed to cut them. I wish I hadn't have done that, but I did. So I'm just going to take this paper trimmer. I should have just used scissors, but I'm not real steady with scissors sometimes. But I ended up with my scissors, I think. I don't even know. For this one I did. But anyway, just cut out I just cut out my pictures. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. I have instant coffee in here. I forgot I done this. I have instant coffee in this spray bottle. And I told you I wasn't going to keep them white. So I'm just spritzing my paper. And I'm going to make it look vintage. And there it is. So I got to iron it because it is crinkled up like I don't know what. So I just gave it an iron. Now, I didn't want this to have no wrinkles. I wanted to make sure I got it on and got it on good. So that's why I put Mod Podge on. I put Mod Podge on the, what do you call that thing? Oh, dadgummit. The book cover. Yeah, that right there. I put Mod Podge on there. I thought I already did. Well, Lord have mercy. Would you look at that? Well, now I'm putting Mod Podge. Just a thin layer of Mod Podge. And, yeah, y'all, sometimes I did this Friday. From Friday to now, this is Monday. I don't even know what happened in my life. I don't. But anyway, I was in a hurry doing these. That's why I can't remember what I did. But anyway, I'm going to set this on there. And I'm going to do this by ironing and making my Mod Podge heat activated again. So I just done that to tack it down because I didn't want to shift it around. I drew lines on it to know where I was going to put it. So now I'm cooling that thing off, ain't I? Just fanning that away. Anyway, I'm going to take and trim. I'm going to use a cutter, just a X-Acto knife thingy. And I'm going to trim the edge. This was thick, so I didn't have to use a ruler, but I think in the end I did. And I'm not doing this again. I didn't want to use my big old scissors, but I ended up getting my curved scissors. So the curved scissors worked perfect and didn't destroy my paper. But anyways, I'm trimming, ain't I? I'm just trimming. Just a trimming. I did it with these big scissors and cut part of my stupid thing off. So since that was all shabbed up or shaved up, it was messed up. I'm going to do this to the rest of it so that it looks the same. You know, I don't want one end all weird looking and then the rest of it fine. But anyway, I'm sanding this. You don't got to do this. If you didn't sand it in the first place, you sure ain't got to do that. Okay, so now I got this crocodile, but y'all know what? This thing's expensive. I went to Joann's and I got me a little hole punch. And I did that wrong. Did y'all see that? I used the wrong dumb thing. There's a little one and a big one. You just slide that hole in there. You have to look at it. Now, I had to quit in a minute and get it all up in my face. But I just cut them holes out. But I did find a hole punch at Joann's. And they have them at Hobby Lobby, too, that's small like this. I think Hobby Lobby's is in a set. But anyway, I got it on there. I got that on there. So I'm just going to take this. And this is Distress. It's Vintage Photo. It's by Tim Holtz. And I am going to go around this edge with a makeup thing. Because when I sanded it, it was white. And I didn't like that. So I'm going to gunk it up. I'm going to do this right here. What I'm doing. Pouncing that around on there like that. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do around the outsides too. Just so you don't see no white on there. Because that's the way I like it. And that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to take this piece of lace trim I had. It's just a scrap piece. And I cut that shabbiness off. And I'm going to take a lighter. And I'm going to light carefully light the end of this. And just pinch it to seal that so that it's not fraying. And then I have to take the glue. I do use hot glue in this some. And I'm going to put a thin little thing. This is a precision tip gun. I have it linked in my Amazon store. In my general crafting tab. But I have to glue that those set of beads down. And then I'm going to do the same. I'm going to glue the beads before I cut it. Because it just made more sense that way. And then I'll set this on fire, I think. I don't even remember if this was the first one or the second one I did. Boy, I caught that thing on fire. I don't even know if it's... Nope, wasn't this one. Scared the bejeebies out of me. But anyway. So I didn't like that stark white because I just don't like stark white. And everything else is just grungy. So I'm going to take my Vintage Photo. And I'm going to pound some on there and just make it look, you know, a little more like the rest of the stuff there. I got that way too dark and I was like, holy. But anyway, I got it. I wiped it off. It come out really good. I love it. This is one of my favorite ones that I made. Absolutely love it. And I'm glad that I'm showing you this one because I was in a hurry and I took these so fast because I had to get them done that day. And I just decided, hey, I'm going to record this while I'm doing it. This is paper from the paper studio. It goes on sale every so often. So I'm going to take one of these out and I'm going to put it on the other side and I'm going to do it with a glue stick. Okay. And I'm doing this just like well, no, not just like I did the first one because I ironed it. But I'm just using a glue stick. And I'm going to glue this. And then I'm going to set that paper on it. And let it dry. And then I'll cut around it. But anyway, I made these all in one day. And I had to take them to that ladies' meeting that night. So I forgot to get a picture of all of them I made. And this was one of my favorites. I absolutely loved this one when I got it done. And y'all, the reason I'm doing these is because here a while back, I have ADHD so bad, in case you haven't noticed. But anyway, it is terrible. My ADHD is terrible. And it's getting worse as I get older. I don't know about it. But anyway, I cannot pray. I can't think. I'll be in the middle of praying and I'll be on a wild tangent in my mind somewhere doing something else I shouldn't even be doing while I'm trying to pray. So these notebooks, I designed these notebooks. I made me one and I wanted something little because I don't want this big old notebook. Y'all, I'm just looking. I didn't like it. But anyway, so when I do these, I flip my notebook. Okay, I can put my favorite scriptures in here, whatever I want to put in here to help me, you know, just simple things that make me happy, quotes that make me happy, scriptures that make me happy. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I got it up my face because I can't see. But anyway, And then when I flip the pages, I have like my pastor's name on one page and things that, he needs prayer about. And then his wife, his kids on different pages. And then I have my husband and my kids and my church people, yada yada. And look at me cleaning that. That glue was disgusting. But anyway, as I know, squirrel, but as you pray, I can stay focused like that because I have a rocking chair and I'll rock my life away like I need a straitjacket, y'all. But I will rock and rock and rock and pray and rock and pray. And when I'm doing this, I can actually focus and get my prayers done. I feel like God's really happy with me at that point because I'm not on some wild tangent, like I said. So I'm just taking a water thing and going around this, but y'all, this ain't necessary. Just pinch it real good and make sure that you don't rip anything. But this does make it a little easier, but if you don't, just pinch it in your fingers and pull. But anyhow, back to my story. I was talking to my friend at church, and she was telling me something. I was praying for her in a situation. She's had a tragic thing happen in her life this past year. And I was praying a specific thing for her. And she just happened to mention in conversation that, she was having a problem with it, but the Lord took care of it. Y'all, that made me so happy. And I was able to cross that off my list because, God answered that prayer. And it lifted my spirits because it'll give you faith knowing that God is hearing and He is answering. Sorry, my watch. I'm so sorry. Anyway, if y'all didn't see what I just did, this is upside down. And that's because when you flip it open, you can see this. And it's better than it being upside down. You have to flip your notebook round. Some of them I did get upside down, and I do apologize for the ones that got that one. I was in a hurry and wasn't thinking. I don't pay for me to be in a hurry because I can't think anyway. But anywho, just a glue stick. And then I'm going to go around the edge of this because I just want to blend it in a little bit, just to make it a little cohesive with the paper to look like it was on there. And then I'm going to darken it up just a little bit. Y'all, that text message was a Sonic 2 for $7 deal. So now y'all know 2 for $7. Y'all can go to Sonic and grab you some neat 2 for $7. It's a deal. I'm sorry, I silenced my watch. I silenced my phone, but I forgot my watch. You just don't know. But anyway, I'm making this look a little old and worn. I'm not going to say grungy. I'm making it look vintage and worn because it's shabby, and to me it's shabby and it looks good that way. So I have to use my holes that I already have, and I'm just going to take my punch and punch all my holes out, y'all. Now, you're just going to put this on top of your paper, and then I have to pull this out some because I have to get it started. Okay, so you're going to put it in there and then wiggle it around to get it down the side. There you go. Goes right in. If it doesn't, you just play with it a little bit, bending it back and forth until you got it going in there. These are so stinking cute. I mean, they are, some of them that I did were so beautiful, and I'm so sorry I didn't get pictures. Now I'm just taking pliers and I'm bending that piece back in, and it flips open fine. Make sure that you pull your other side in or you'll have it hanging out. And there you go. I know it's a little bit of work assembling and disassembling, but it's well worth it. And if it helps me concentrate, then I'm all for it. So I'm just hot gluing this down. You can use fabric tack. Or, I wouldn't use a cheap glue, but anyway. I cut that where it wouldn't cover up my words there. So that's that on that side. And then I have these little rosettes I found at, I'm pretty sure I got these at Walmart in little packs, where the ribbon and all that is, if you have that part in your store. So I picked those up there. If not, you can get flowers anywhere. Y'all, I was trying to figure out something to put under here, and everything was covering up my words, and it was just getting on my nerves. So I cut a little piece of lace, and then I'm rounding my little corners out to make it look like an oval. It's cute, cute, cute. Now I'm just going to take hot glue And I'm going to tack that down. Make sure when you tack lace down, you are not getting burned because, there's holes in it. Glue seeps out the holes. I honestly don't think I have feeling in my fingers anymore where I did hair bows and burn them 24/7. So it didn't bother me. But I tried to burn melt those leaves. I didn't like them on there. So I'm just going to take scissors and I'm going to cut them off. And then I'm going to put glue on every one of the roses in case they come apart because they were sewn together like that. And there you go. Then I'm going to add a little button. Just a little. This is just a button that I had. And if you follow my sewing, I got tons of buttons, okay? And I'm just going to put that right there. That is the cutest. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. Just put your name and then your people you're praying for. And when you're done, you can remove these covers like I showed you and put it on your next one or design another one. Aren't these just gorgeous? They are so pretty. Thank y'all for watching. I sure appreciate you. You guys are a blessing. Ain't that pretty? And until next time, goodbye, y'all.